beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for August 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for August. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to your energy, but you should still be feeling that new moon in Leo energy, which occurred on the 28th of July, and you'll feel that right through to the middle of the month. It's your time to shine. It's time to stand out from the crowd, but it's also time to harness your inner power, get creative, get a little bit more energy than usual, and somewhere in the month, treat yourself for, the difficult journey that you've had and to acknowledge how far you've come. Okay, so this month is all about you. The Leo energy is about the sense of self and the sense of ego and empowerment. It's not a selfish act. It is all about taking time for you and really connecting to that power and setting healthy boundaries. Now, of course, we also have that full moon in Aquarius. That can be a little bit volatile. It occurs on the 12th of August and it involves a clash between the sun, which is of course all about ego, and retrograde Saturn, which is all about deconstruction. So it may feel like the pressure will be building, but it's best to think about this energy, to use it wisely, use that sort of frustration towards accomplishing goals, setting intentions, and harnessing the power for good to uplift and achieve, rather than let it get frustrating and anger you. For example, some people may rub you up the wrong way, push your buttons, and it's best to sort of ignore that energy and refocus your energy elsewhere into like exercise routines or creativity, or just doing you, rather than having it's almost like have an outlet for that frustration this month. Now, the beginning of the month, of course, is also about setting intentions and receiving goals, working towards goals and receiving wishes. So especially since you got Wheel of Fortune here, it's very important that you set an intention, because it looks like divine intervention occurs for you in the month of August, where you get an extra bit of luck and things work out in your favor. Okay, now August will feel like a bit of a firework month, and by that I mean it can be a little bit amplified in its energy with some surprises and twists and turns. We have an influence between that passionate fiery Mars and the electrifying and sometimes shocking Uranus. Together they make a really flammable pair, and shortly afterwards we also have Mars clashing with Saturn, so that brings real pressure into the mix. So at the beginning of the month you may feel like you're doing a lot of multitasking, and I mean you got the 9 of Wands and the Tower. You're really influenced by this energy, my beautiful Capricorn. So you may feel like pressure is on, so you may feel overwhelmed, overworked, and ready for a break. Okay, some of you may feel that it's more in relationships that the pressure is building, but I feel like you're definitely finding a creative outlet for any frustrations. Now, of course, we also have a little bit of an easier planetary alignment from the 17th of August, so you will feel it, you can breathe, things sort of break down and the pressure is off. 21st of August, let me say that again just in case, because my tongue got in the way. 21st of August, Mercury brings a much better mood and much better news, and allows you to sort of refocus your energy and communicate your needs and accomplish them. Okay, now I'm just going to get the final cards For you in particular, your 8th house is activated, and that is all about transforming your finances, reshuffling money around to make things work for you, but also trying to save a little bit extra if you're lucky, because the way the world is at the moment, that's very, very difficult, of course. But you may be like trying to look at how you can build extra savings in your life, but also you may be transforming the way you look at money, maybe adding like a second stream of income, because you got a 2 of Pentacles there. So you may be, multitasking or having a side hustle. But I feel like you're looking at your finances. Something's coming to an end for sure. Now, whether this is a sudden epiphany, a realization, we got the 10 of Swords in the Tower. There's a new beginning. So new beginnings tend to be very, very positive. We got the 8 of Pentacles there. They want me to go again, so I will. The Moon card. And one more. We've got the Knave of Chalices. So an opportunity arises for you definitely at the end of the month. Now, as we move throughout the month, the 2nd house of value is activated for you, and that's about how you value yourself, what you're getting for the energy that you put into things. It doesn't always have to be in terms of work, it can be in terms of friendships. Is there reciprocity in terms of relationships? Is there balance? Is there give and take? But your main focus will be on finances in this month, because the 2nd house also rules property, possessions, taking stock of what you've got and how to create more or protect what you've got, okay? Or use, your finances wisely. So some of you may be thinking about going into real estate, or you may be looking at real estate as a passive income. Some of you may actually be just trying to save or just get by because, times are difficult right now. But you may be, I feel like you're finding a way to transform your finances for the better. I mean, you go from the 3 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles, so that does mean that there will be a little bit more money at the end of the month. You will increase your finances in some way. But we start with the Death card, which symbolizes change, okay? It's no accident that you got the Tower there. So if you're feeling a little bit stuck, or you've been perhaps avoiding letting something go that's not meant for you or is not working for you, now is the month to actually release it and let it go, and actually let go of any stagnant energy. Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone. They're giving me an energy of hiccups, someone having hiccups. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. You may have come to this reading just after having it, or you've got it right now as you're listening to this reading. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. If it's not you, it can mean spiritually that you feel like there's been a bit of a hiccup or some sort of hindrance that you need to release from your world that has prevented you from moving forward in some area of your life, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's something on your personal growth path. I feel like you're releasing it, you're letting it go completely, okay? The Death card symbolizes cultivating your landscape to transform it in a really positive way. It's like a rebirth, a cleansing of your energy. What is meant for you will never pass you by. So this is a sort of you coming to some sort of conclusion that you need almost like a regenerative force in your world in order to shake things up a little bit. The Death card, as you can see, it's like that little cockerel there. It's got a scythe that can take away the clouds that are in front of the sun. So anything that's making you feel low vibe or unhappy, you're just not focusing on it. You're actually eradicating it from your circumstances. Major change happening here, transformative cycle, and it is for your highest good. So whatever changes you are making, whether it's you're relocating or you're leaving a space that you felt you felt stuck in for a while, on the other side there is freedom, but also there is connecting to your heart space and more finances. We've got the 9 of Wands. I feel a lot of exhaustion with this card. This is a card of boundaries, having to be strong, having a difficult journey, and having to just take a break to reevaluate your circumstances in order to catch your breath. I just get this energy of having to catch your breath, okay? The 9 of Wands is a card of being on the threshold of something really wonderful, and it's been a difficult journey, and it's almost like you're like, I need to take a pit stop before I move forward. It's not that you're giving up on something. I feel like you're reevaluating what's important to you, and you may be questioning the next step as well. But the 9 of Wands is like the wounded warrior. So if you've been going through a breakup, for example, and you've been going through a difficult time, you may have found it difficult to adjust to a new start. That doesn't mean you can't. That doesn't mean that you're not self-sufficient. But sometimes, it's almost like, okay, they're giving me a song right now, so maybe someone out there is going through a breakup, and this is for them. They're giving me the song, and this has shown up before, maybe even for your sign, so maybe that's why it's reoccurring. Do you believe in life after love? You know, I don't really want to sort of say it the way she sings it because it's really elongated. It's by Cher, I think. Yeah, for sure. I think it's by Cher. Do you believe in life after love? Something inside, and it just goes really muffled. So yeah, so some of you may be actually trying to find faith in love after a period of disruptive energy in your love life, okay? But that's not going to resonate for everyone. The Nine of Wands is a card, though, of being guarded. Some of you are going to be making changes to protect your finances, because we have the Eight of Pentacles there, which is about, you know, learning about finances, making sure you know how to apply your knowledge to grow your finances, or, you know, protect them should there ever be some sort of like economic downfall or something like that. So I feel like you are building your knowledge, and I feel like you're having major epiphany moments. The Nine of Wands is also a card of cautiously making changes. I feel like you're not doing it quickly. I feel like you're making some changes, taking one step at a time. But I feel like this is like tenacity, okay? You've got such power to keep going. When you get to the Nine of Wands, it's like you keep going, and no matter what life has thrown at you, you still get up and you show up, is what they're showing me. And you're very, very strong to have persisted, because this is a card of persistence. You're very hardworking, determined, and you have the power of persistence that will get you to where you want to go. I see that you are in control of your destiny. We've got the Master at work there with the Magician. So they're indicating whatever it is you do, you're really good at it, okay? You're the master or the mistress of your own destiny, and you're magnetizing opportunities towards you in the month of August. This card talks about your talent, your precision, because you've got such focus. So you may take yourself out of, you know, day-to-day things for a little while to regroup your energy before you get back. But the Magician card indicates that you are skillfully accomplishing whatever it is you set out to do, having confidence in your next actions, and you can accomplish any goal that you set out to. The Magician card is a card to remind you that you have everything you need within you to manifest your desires into reality. So very creative month for you, very productive month. And I feel like there's something here that you're not giving up on. You're going to have a real breakthrough in this, okay? Something that is very rewarding that you will celebrate. And I feel you're prepared for this next step, but there's a little bit of extra luck that comes your way as well. This month is going to be a little bit magical. Okay, I just get this energy. You're aligning yourself with your heart's desire, and miracles are occurring. It's almost like your commitment to this change that you're making, or your commitment to making things a little bit more enjoyable, are actually coming to fruition. Now, in the resistance position, we've got the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is all about tradition. It's all about, you know, rigid systems and knowledge. I feel because it's in the resistance position, I feel like you're really doing things differently. You are shaking August up. And I really see that you have something that you're trying to manifest or trying to bring into your present day, and you're doing it in a very unconventional way, okay? You've got a lot of knowledge, my beautiful Capricorn. You were born with this knowledge. You are a bit of an old soul, so I feel like you are already mature enough to be really good at what you do. You turn your hand to something, you're actually really awesome at it. But the Hierophant is all about learning. So I feel here, this is like, now, if I put these three cards together, this is like learning a lesson, a big lesson, okay? It can be that you've learned something shocking about a person. It could be that you've had a sudden realization on something that's no longer working for you, or a pattern that you've got stuck in that you feel, it's almost like you were bonded to something, or you felt powerless to control it. This is like, don't avoid the lesson, or don't, if you see something like a pattern in your life showing up, for example, you meet the same sort of people who take, and you're always an overgiver. If you're seeing patterns like that in your life, no matter what friendship or love situation or even at work you come across, there's something there, a pattern that needs to change. It's all about empowerment, okay? The Tower in my readings, if you know my readings, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune tend to show up together because it indicates that there is a major and sometimes shocking change for you. The Tower doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's basically things crumbling away that don't work for you, okay? Whether it's a friendship, whether it is a way of working, whether it is low confidence or self-esteem. I feel like you are shaking things up to build stronger. That's what the Tower does. It allows the foundations of things that are just not working to sort of crumble away. We see what we're left with and then we rebuild back stronger. Now, the Tower energy is like sudden realization that you've been stuck or going round and round in circles, or you've hit a limitation, a brick wall in some way. And the universe comes along to give us a tower moment, because every human has to go through a tower moment. Sometimes people can call it like an ego death. So for example, if there's someone at your workspace, they may suddenly leave, or they may suddenly be kicked out, for example, and you may be offered this position. There could be a sudden, someone suddenly just decides to travel or move away, and it really surprises you. But I get this energy of you benefiting from whatever this change is, okay? The Tower basically is like a sudden realization. It sets the Tower on fire with the lightning bolt, which is an intervention by spirit, in order to make things feel so uncomfortable that we can no longer ignore that there is something wrong, that something needs to change. And you're feeling it. You know something needs to change. Whether it is you need to go out and have a little bit more fun because you're feeling exhausted and you're feeling like you're always focused on like a passionate goal or something that you're trying to achieve. And you're like, it's time to just enjoy myself a little bit more, follow my heart. Something is going to change for you. Don't deny or don't avoid the changes, because these changes are here to teach us all lessons about spiritual growth. We've also got the Ten of Swords here. So again, these two positions, it's like we got it in the reverse. So there's a new start here. Some of you may decide, you know what? I want to move away. I want to relocate somewhere or leave a job space in order to move into a new job. Some of you may have already come into August having lost your job. And if that's you, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. If you're worried, I see a new opportunity headed your way, one that actually elevates your career. It's better than the last opportunity, just so you're aware. A little bit more money involved in it as well. I would say... yeah, I feel it's more that you get on with the people and you have a little bit more flexibility in the new role as well. But I feel that there is like an opportunity that just pops out of nowhere just by surprise, okay? Because we got a moon card energy as well, which means opportunities lie in the shadows. In the least place that you expected, you will find an opportunity and it comes towards you and transforms your world, okay? For those of you who are retired and not even looking for work, I feel like you're empowering yourself. I feel like you're making some changes to have a little bit more energy. I really feel like you are reshuffling your focus to, some of you may actually relocate or go traveling. I feel some of you may be surprised. I just get this energy of some of you looking at like world events and looking at finances and worrying a little bit or shaking your money around a little bit. I feel with the Eight of Pentacles that the decisions you make, you actually secure your money in terms of being financially assured, okay? So I hope that makes sense. That's what's coming up in the reading there for you. The Ten of Swords is like a shift, because especially when we get it in the reverse. Ten of Swords can be like a transcending energy where we sort of release sorrow, sadness, an ending of something. It had to end. It may have even ended in a very shocking way. For example, some of you may be going through a divorce and it surprised you, but you're making changes. And whilst it's exhausting, I feel like there is a turn for the better where you connect to perhaps love in the future that engages your heart. Someone who invests in you as much as you invest in them. Love is not over for you if you're looking for love. Some of you may actually all of a sudden have an opportunity and a new contract becomes available and you connect to, I would pay close attention to signing anything just to make sure you don't have anything hidden there, especially since we got the moon there with the tower. I would just make sure of that as well. Now, also I'm picking up on a sudden ending. Now, some of you may sort of like be at university or college, and you may decide, you know what, this course isn't for me. You may suddenly change your course of learning in some way, because the Hierophant is all about education. I feel like you've had a real crisis of faith recently, and I feel like you're building your faith and finding peace of mind again after a very difficult period. If you've been going through real difficulties, I feel like you harness your inner power and you find solutions to whatever difficulties you've been going through. But you also get a little bit of luck, okay? Luck is definitely on your side. The Wheel of Fortune indicates it is turning in your favor. This is a cycle of change for you. All these cards indicate the change is for your betterment, as it were. And I feel this is like, I feel like you're prepared for this change. I feel like you're in control of this change, and I feel like things that you're trying to achieve work out perfectly. Some of you may be taking, for example, a calculated risk on some of the changes that you're making. I would say if you're doing something on a grand scale, like, I don't know, going into real estate, buying a home, or, you know, moving your money or something like that, I would get an advisor, especially since, you know, this card can be connected to a card of advice, because you don't want to have any shocks. You don't want to go in blindsided. But I feel like you are intelligent enough to know the changes you're making, and you're the sort of person who absorbs loads of knowledge, so you would get all the information from all angles before committing to something, okay? Because the Hierophant card is a commitment card, so it's like, don't go into any commitments without researching things, okay? Because they could turn out things could all come crashing down, okay? We've also got a 3 of Pentacles here and a 2 of Pentacles. So I see you having a creative outlet for your energy, but I also see some of you sort of multitasking. As I said, very productive month, paying a lot of bills, focusing on your schedule, really connecting to managing your time better. I feel like some of you may even be implementing a second stream of income. Some of you may be actually partnering up with other people in order to do that, or a team to build on a solid foundation, because the 3 of Pentacles can be a group effort. But what I see here is you making something stronger, okay? As a wonderful deck, they show the 3 of Pentacles as a delicate flower now being rebuilt and made out of bricks. So I feel like you're making delicate situations stronger, okay? But sometimes things have to be sort of torn apart before they can be rebuilt, and that's the same as like relationships, and you know, I mean, one would hope that you don't have to go down that route, but if there's been some sort of difficulty or some sort of sorrow or pain in a relationship, I feel like it actually makes you and this person stronger in the long term. Whether that's together or apart, that's your call. We all have free will. 3 of Pentacles, talent, but also engineering, planning. So I feel like this is a month where you're planning how to secure your finances. I know this sounds so dull when it comes to, but you've got the 8 of Pentacles as well as a 3 of Pentacles. And this is all about routine, making sure you find a way to sort of like enjoy what you do, because the 8 of Pentacles says you are the master of your craft, and people actually recognize your skills, and I feel you will be paid a little bit more handsomely for it. But I feel like this is about you planning how to make your money work for you rather than you work for your money, if that makes sense, okay? So some of you may be trying to find an alternative route, whether it's a creative one, or whether it is you picking up some sort of side hustle. I definitely feel like you're putting yourself in a really good position. The King of Cups, I feel you're elevating in some way. You're going from like a 9 of Wands, who's someone who's not struggling, but someone who's really exhausted, to someone who's empowered and following your heart. This is a card of leadership. It's a card of knowing what is right. Also, it's all about intuition. So I feel like you're making some, if you've got a hunch on anything, my beautiful Capricorn, in August, I would pay close attention to your intuition. It's on point. Also, if you're looking for love, I feel like you could find someone shockingly, like out of the blue. You're not expecting this person. It may be at a new start somewhere. So if you're picking up a new hobby, or you're going to a new job, or you're actually relocating, whatever it is that you're doing new, that's where you meet this new person. Okay, it's all about new for you. It's all about change. For some of you, as I said, there's going to be like someone who leaves your company if you're working at a company, and you may be asked to fill that person's role. And I feel like you can negotiate a really good deal when it comes to your transfer package. With the King of Cups, though, this is about following one's heart. And King of Cups can also be a protective energy. So I feel like you're protecting your position. And I feel, being a natural born leader, I feel like you're someone who would be very generous as a boss. I feel like you're very fair, non-judgmental, and you're just all about the work and about, you know, making sure that everyone is not just pulling their weight, but also kind of like morale, if that makes sense. So I feel like you'd be a perfect leader. Some of you are setting up your own business, and that's your vision. You've been trying to find an outlet to be in control of your own destiny, become a CEO of your own company, and you may be doing a lot of like multitasking or shuffling things around in order to split your time between each thing. And I feel like you don't really want any distractions. You leave the month of August in peace. There's a lot of peace surrounding you. So they're just giving me an image right now. One moment, please. Oh gosh, it's so blurred. I'm hoping they bring it. Could you bring it forward, please? I can't quite see. Okay, I don't really know what this means. I'll just give you the image that I'm seeing in the water right now. It may mean something to somebody. It doesn't mean anything to me. What I'm seeing is a calendar in the background, and the dates are sort of flowing up. The dates are like going by really quickly. And I'm seeing someone skipping at the same time, like skipping, just like for exercise or fun. So either you feel like the days are just flying by, or you're skipping through the dates, or you can't wait for a certain date before you're a little bit footloose and fancy free. Or not unless you're listening to this reading and you're skipping and you just glance up and you can see your calendar. I really don't know how it resonates. I'll always be honest and say, I don't know what this image means, okay? I can only give you what I'm seeing in the water, and if it means something to someone out there, then great. If it doesn't, I'm gonna just have to like let it pass on by. So I'll leave it there. I've described it. So now the Eight of Pentacles, whilst you are the master or mistress of what you do, there is an energy here of you feeling a little bit stuck in a rut, like you're in routine, like something needs to change. There needs to be a little bit more magic. There needs to be a little bit more enjoyment. There needs to be a little bit more, you know, it's almost like you're looking at all your hard work and like, but am I enjoying myself? You know, it's okay to be like doing all this and making sure I'm secure, but where's the fun part? So I feel like there's a big question, like, are we having fun yet? And with this energy and the moon card, I feel like you're facing some fears and sort of really digging deep emotionally, connecting to source and connecting to your intuition, and actually following your heart, following your bliss, finding a little bit more enjoyment, okay? Because life is all about how you approach it sometimes. Now, of course, circumstances can be against us sometimes, but you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so you're on the up. So for example, if you want something, you put effort in to get it, right? So sometimes, you know, you can have a lucky turn of events and it just lands in your lap, but you are always working towards this, whatever this is. Okay, so it feels like you're making your own luck, but I feel like your efforts will be paid handsomely. I just get this energy of things working out in your favor. The moon card represents uncertain times, or the hidden things that we are not aware of, that haven't come to light yet. But with intuition, we've got a hunch. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you've got a hunch that you keep on working and you're securing your position, but at the same time, you know something needs to change in order to make you feel more revitalized or regenerated. And I feel like you're learning, either some of you are picking up hobbies, or you're learning to connect to your spiritual gifts or your creative gifts to turn things around. The moon card sort of indicates that it's like, yes, there's an element of being in a repetitive cycle with that Eight of Pentacles, and you may retreat into fantasy of the world you want to live in, or the world you envisage you should be living in, or your dreamscapes. It's almost like escaping into fantasy, but actually you're turning that fantasy into reality by using your mind, okay? Because the Magician is to call things into being, to will things into the earthly plane. Everything that ever started in this world started with an idea, and that's what the Magician does, manifests, has a vision. And I feel like you're holding true to your visions, and you're going to have a life-changing experience in August that brings something for the better. Now, some of you may be having a bit of a question between settling down in one space or being freelance, for example, or some of you are actually going to try and do the two. You may actually have like a job that you have trained in, or that you are connected to long term, and you may have that sort of like freelance thing going on the side as well. The Knave of Pentacles is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles, which means having a little bit more fun, being a bit more open-hearted, being curious like a child again, the beginning of opening yourself up to a wonderful adventure. And it can lead to love if you're looking for love, okay? This is a card of living life on your own terms, but enjoying it. So I feel like it's you working hard, playing hard as well, but at the same time, sometimes, now don't shoot the messenger when I say this, I just get this energy of you've been just not finding the balance between work and play as much as you can, and it's been more about focus on work. And you may find that your conversations have always been about, okay, what do I need to focus on in order to get that done? Okay, I've got that goal, I'm going to smash that one out of the park. They're indicating recently you may have just been focusing on things that are very important, but they want you to have a little bit of fun and enjoy the journey. Again, easier said than done. I know the world is a little bit of a crazy place right now, and there's a bombardment of like, all I can say is like madness, it's amplified, but know that you're putting yourself in a very good position by using your intuition and shaking up your circumstances. I also get with the Page of Cups, there's new love coming your way, okay? Now this can be, as I said, where you go somewhere new. It could also be where you volunteer your time or your energy to something that you love doing. The Page of Cups always follows their heart. And as you can see, this one is writing something, so I feel like you'll be exchanging messages back and forth. But the main energy I get here is there is a wonderful opportunity that comes your way in August that you will hear about. It's either through an email or a letter. I mean, it could be a text, but I feel like it's official, whatever this is. So I feel like there's something official coming your way that you will open, and it's cause for celebration. It really makes your heart sort of swell with excitement and joy. And it's really good news, whatever this is. Okay, so good news and success looks differently to everybody, of course. Good news for you could be that you get the all clear on a health issue. Good news for you could be that your stocks are up. It could be anything. So whatever means something to you, my beautiful Capricorn, I feel like you're hearing really good news on it. Some of you are going to work really closely with some people, like a creative collaboration. And I feel like you may be elevated to a position of authority or responsibility within this group because of your skills. I definitely see you taking ownership or leadership of something, and you're coming into your own. I feel like any fears, you're releasing them. It's like you're feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And I get an energy of some of you wanting to learn a little bit more about how can I put that? It's like you want to learn a little bit more about either your craft, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about, your quality of work or what you bring to the table. Some of you may put yourself on courses of learning, and it may lead to a shocking new revelation or a shocking new change where suddenly, someone on that course says, hey, there's a wonderful opportunity across town or in another country. You'd be perfect for it. It's more money. I feel like there's just some sort of radical shift. And you're like, wow, they're showing me in the water right now, you joining the dots on something. So it's almost like you're going to look back on August and say, this happened because this was meant to happen after that. And this would never have happened if this one didn't happen in the first place. It's almost like a knock-on effect, domino effect. Something is the catalyst for change here. And there's a knock-on effect. And all of a sudden, there's this good news. I can't describe it in any other way. Like, there's this good news. Let me just pull a card and see if I'm getting anything more. Thank you so much for it, guys, great angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Freedom, 8 of Swords, release of anxiety, worry, escape of the mind, escape of, finding a solution to something that you felt stuck in. As I said, the tower is like a prison energy where you feel stuck, and every human experiences that, but you're being released from a situation that you felt stuck in. And it's really wonderful. It's great news, in fact. Let's go one more. Thank you so much. Ace of Pentacles. Now, either this is financial related or an offer comes in. This is a gift from the universe. So great news. Please expect it. It's really exciting. Now, this could be, as I said, it could be a new job offer. It could be a raise, promotion, new income. It could be investments that you've got or on the up. Even, I mean, despite what's going on around the world, even though it's like crazy right now, I don't know anything about stocks and shares and things like that. So, I can't really tell you about that. But what I've got here is that there is like a divine intervention that brings a gift, whether it's financial. It could also be you meeting somebody who offers or invests in a connection with you straight away. Could also be if you are deciding to buy real estate or try and work from home, or move and have your business from home is what I'm getting. It could be that you make an offer on something and it's lower than, it's almost like they take lower than you expect, and it's really good news. This is the card of prosperity in its purest form, showing up in your world, knowing that you will be abundance, and whatever it is you're trying to manifest is being lined up for you, okay? So this is a card of you aligning yourself with success, and that the universe has got your back. So I would definitely expect some sort of wonderful opportunity, some sort of news coming your way. It's a really positive shift. You're going from a 9 of Wands right through to the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, and an Ace of Pentacles. That's you staircasing to something much greater than what you feel like you have right now. Be community. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful... they're showing me a cat right now, really white, fluffy cat. It's so cute. It's like one of those cats. They want one more. It's like one of those cats from like, the Bond film? Where he's stroking the white cat. So it's like one of those. So either you're going to see one of those as a signifier, or you have one of those and it's just joined you for the reading. White fluffy cat. When you see this white fluffy cat, if you don't have one, expect good news. Sorry, they're just giving it to me in a very old-fashioned way. Expect good news to adorn your door. Is that adorn? Is that even a word? To adorn your door? I don't talk like that, so I don't really know. To adorn. I'm gonna have to look that up to see if I'm even getting it right, because I'm hearing it, so they're not spelling it, so I'm not sure if I've got it correctly. But good news to adorn your door. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see if it's connected to anything either as well, whether it's connected to a piece of text or a famous quote or something like that. Anyway, let's move on. We've got be community. So it says you are a powerful creator, especially since you got the Magician card. Very powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. We've already sort of found that out in the energy of the reading already. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Okay, again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, but you are, the person who is set to receive the abundance. We've also got owl magic. They said there's something magical about the month of August for you, and owls are all about knowledge. So I feel like perhaps you hear a piece of sudden information or knowledge that comes towards you that helps you, or you've got a hunch, you use your intuition, and it just puts you in a really good position. It says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Okay, so it's time to spread your wings, my beautiful Capricorn. And we've also got grizzly bear power. Now, bears are a signal of endurance, even in the most difficult of circumstances. And it says, I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. I feel like this really does like eloquently say everything that came out in the reading, but I'm not as eloquent as the card. So I feel like with your tenacity, you will be secure in, uncertain times. I feel also that sometimes, my beautiful Capricorn, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, that you do have this self-sufficient, well, you are very self-sufficient, but you have this very independent exterior. And sometimes people don't realize that actually, underneath there is, such love and gentleness inside. I feel like, you've got a very hard exterior. Don't ever change yourself. I'm not telling you to change. You're absolutely perfect the way you are. But sometimes, if you feel like you're the person who's got so much responsibility and you're always having to do stuff and you just feel the pressure is on, remember there are those around you who care about you. The Three of Pentacles indicates that there are resources available through friendships or teamwork where you can rely on those people to actually carry some of the weight. So just so you're aware, okay? But they're indicating that you are very, very strong. You are one strong cookie, my beautiful Capricorn. To get that energy, the Nine of Wands, and to get that power, you're indestructible. I definitely feel it, okay? Now, a little bit of luck coming your way actually helps you in a personal circumstance, and there's something to celebrate. Let's get some final cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them? What are they meant to see for their highest good? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I'm hearing someone's phone ringing right now. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. I don't often hear phones ringing. Normally they're on silent. I might hear a buzz or something like that, but I'm hearing someone's phone ringing. So if that is you, there's something in this message for you. If it's not you in this moment, it may mean that you're about to hear some good news, like in the next couple of days. I mean, maybe even in the next hour or so, because I read the comments in the comments box below, and there was a wonderful comment that was saying, this was a love reading that I did, but they were saying that they haven't heard from their twin flame for a year, and they listened to my reading, and there's certain images come out in my water, in the scrying that I do, and they may mean nothing to you in the moment. But then this person said that they couldn't believe it, that they saw bubbles, because bubbles came out in the reading. They saw bubbles, and then they saw something else. I can't remember what it was in the reading, but they saw two signifiers that had come up in the water. And 1 hour later, after listening to my message, that person's twin flame reached out to her. I believe it was her. And she hadn't heard from this person in a year. So these signifiers and images and things like that, they may not mean something to you in this moment, but they may certainly mean something to you in 4 to 5 weeks, even in an hour, okay? So the fact that I'm hearing a phone ringing, your phone may ring in an hour with some really great news. We've got clear out the old. So that is what you're doing, like a shocking inventory in your world, clearing out the old, because it's just not necessary. It's not working for you anymore. Also, I see doors opening for you. I'm seeing loads of doors right now, just opening. So that could mean that there is an opportunity that opens doors for you, opportunity knocks, or it can also mean that all the doors are opening because you're letting like clear air come on in and release the old. So please take that as it resonates too. Leap of faith required here. As you can see, this figure here is walking a tightrope, taking a leap of faith. Underneath is the spider's web. Spider's web means good luck. It means catching your dreams. Whenever you see a dream catcher, it is styled on the spider's web in order to catch all the good dreams and all those good opportunities. So I feel you coming out of a comfort zone, that tower energy is definitely coming out of a comfort zone in order to embrace change. Okay, in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the tower two figures, they leap into the unknown, because it's better to take the leap of faith than to stay stuck where you're at, okay? We've also got potential gateway. The door is opening. So a portal. We do have the 8-8 portal occurring in a couple of days' time. So a gateway opening for you straight to the heart space. The tree represents stability, taking root, but of course the heart is about following your heart. So potential gateway opening up there for you. Some of you may be trying to move to where there's a little bit more nature as well. Trust your own understanding. Another owl there for you. Trust your own understanding. As I said, trust your hunches. Your intuition will never ever lead you astray. If you've been struggling with something, I feel like you gain clarity. We've also got shift your energy. Number 19. Number 19 is a sun card, so that's about finding the happiness in the moment, okay? Not always looking towards the future, but living in the present moment and finding your happiness there. Shifting your energy. I feel like you're definitely going to be revitalized in the month of August, and I feel like you're going to accomplish quite a lot. You may even surprise yourself, okay? So I'm just going to get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay. We've got the turtle. So the turtle is, of course, a protective energy. They've got that wonderful shell on the outside and that soft center inside, just like we had with this card. Love and gentleness are your real strength. But of course, on the outside, you're indestructible. Also, this connects to an energy of slow and steady wins a race. The changes that you're making will amplify your elevation in whatever area of your life you're hoping for. It may have been a slow process, but it's a secure one. It's a positive one. It is one that has a strong, solid foundation, okay? And they want me to put this, they want me to put it on the Wheel of Fortune. So perhaps you felt like you haven't been lucky for a while, my beautiful Capricorn, but that's all about to change, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Also, my guides want me to be aware owls are important. They want me to count the owls. I mean, this is so crazy. So we got 1. We got 2. There's 1 there. 3. Is there 1 there? I can't see another one there. 3. So also they're showing me 333 in the water. So maybe 3 is a very important number for you, or numerical synchronicity. You're going to see 333 everywhere. When you do, please look it up online, because it'll have a different message for everybody. And one more thing, they said. Shooting star, make a wish. Shooting star, make a wish. So some of you may actually see a shooting star in the month of August. Look to the skies. Make that wish. The Wheel of Fortune. It will come true, okay? So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.